Welcome to the Tiny Dot concert series. We're here today with Hakim Hakim, a local artist from the Dorchester-Roxbury area. Welcome to the pod, Hakim Hakim.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me a little bit about your artist journey. You've been performing for how many years now?
11 years has been a career.
Nice. And how did you get into music?
I started singing when I was a child. It's kind of a family thing. I put it down for sports mostly through high school, and it found its way back to me at 17. I picked it up. I never let it go.
And what sports did you play?
My first sport was wrestling, and then I did football and track.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. You are an R&B artist.
Absolutely.
I first discovered you, I think, 4 years ago now, during the initial inaugural Dorchfest
Yes.
artist search. Was so happy that you applied, and we were able to have you every year since then. But your voice is incredible, and I think R&B as a genre, you think back to, 15, 20 years ago in the heyday of like Casey and JoJo and Chris Brown, and even at the tail end of Boys to Men, it's not really as big of a genre anymore, and I feel like I don't understand why. I think it's such a beautiful expression of music. Can you talk about how you got into R&B?
Again, it being a family thing, mostly my family singing ballads, very like kind of the sultry R&B type fellas, and me just falling in love with the art, the music, its expression. Because I can remember as a child listening to certain songs and almost brought to the point of tears because I understood the concept so young, but I was not troubled, but kind of startled that I could feel things that deeply in music, and that's how I knew I loved it. So the passion for the genre comes from the reality in which they're speaking in these stories that they're telling, and I in turn became a storyteller through my own experiences. And I think the state of R&B today, there's always singers, there's always R&B. It's just drowned out now for the more popular genre, which is kind of like the rap or whatever, which is fine. I don't want to ever, put down any genre, but R&B definitely needs its respect back. I see it on the rise, coming back again with these new artists, and I'm excited to see the transformation of the genre while still upkeeping its originality.
Yeah, I think that's really important. Can you talk about what you're doing today? Like what's new with Hakim Hakim? What's coming out? What are you most proud of, and where can people find you?
Well, this past Sunday, I just did Trap Burlesque Part 2. Part 3 will be coming soon. But that's been an annual show I've been a part of as well. A huge event. Amazing cast, amazing crew, amazing artists, amazing dancers. But obviously, I will be at Dorchfest this year. I'll be there every year as long as I can. I just released a single also Sunday called Invited on all platforms. But right now, I'm really working on just getting the shows so I can have more of the physical exposure, because nowadays everything's about numbers and followers, and, all those numbers don't mean that you have fans or people that
That's
like
right.
you, and then even when your music is nice in the studio and on the radio, do people want to come see you? So I'm more focusing on having that old school one-on-one connection with the crowd.
That is evident when you perform, because you definitely make a connection to people in the audience. You come out into the crowd sometimes and sing, and it's really a powerful experience. So very excited to have you back at Dorchfest this year. Not sure yet where we're going to have you. So, make sure that you keep checking the dorchfest.com website to find out more. But can we hear you do some performing?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. You're gonna look for me and I'll be gone. Yeah, I believe it. trying to make a fool out of me. Well, you're going around here with your head so hard. I think I'm gonna have to use my word. Yeah, I believe it. Said I believe right now. Yeah, I believe to my soul. Trying to make a fool out of me. Last night you were dreaming and I heard you say, oh, Johnny, when you know my name's Hakim, that's why I believe it. Said I believe right now. Well, I believe to my soul. Trying to make a fool out of me. Know that you like it, baby. Feel so excited. I said I know that you like it, still trying to fight it. Feel so excited when we be scratching and biting. We'll take our time if we're still undecided. But there's a meeting in my bedroom and you're always invited. Don't think too much about it, I'll take it nice and slow. Don't need to scream and shout, just wanna hear you moan. I'd rather you get yours, that's just the way it goes. Don't take it personal, just wanna take it slow. Why front on me when every evening you pull up on me? You ain't ever treated me like your homie. You like what I got on me, and no matter who I fit up, it's on me. Cause I know you're jaded, I can be careful. You know you love it here and you'll always be cared for. So won't you come to my room and I'ma show you love, I'll show you love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Scratching and biting, we'll take our time, we're still undecided. But there's a meeting in my bedroom and you're always invited. Don't think too much about it, I'll take it nice and slow. No need to scream and shout, just wanna hear you moan. I'd rather you get yours, that's just the way it goes. Don't take it personal, just wanna take it slow. See windows up, she won't feel my touch. Take my time, don't rush, don't want nobody else. I'm gon' work her out, she gon' lose her breath. Ain't no doubt about it, this the best she ever felt. Invited out on all platforms. There's a light shining on you. Baby, I'm trembling inside. beg your forgiveness, and I'll do whatever it takes. May the Lord be my witness. Honey, I never meant to treat you this way. Sugar, your heart has been broken, but I can still see true love shine in your eyes. And every word has been spoken. Woman, I love you for the rest of my life. Oh, I'll never hurt you again. Girl, I know you deserve a better man. Hey, I was a fool to ever let you down. So why would you stay? Kim, why would you stay? This piece doesn't have any particular name, but I do call it history. Because if you could see my fingers, I'm playing mostly the black keys. And for those who don't know, black musicians back in the day were only allowed to play the black keys in some clubs. What they didn't know is how soulful the black keys are, and that they don't have to make sense to be beautiful. History.